In a heart-wrenching turn of events, Coronation Street fan favorite Bethany Platt, played by Lucy Fallon, has been left grappling with a devastating medical diagnosis following a cosmetic surgery procedure gone horribly wrong. Recent episodes have showcased the emotional fallout from Bethany's ill-fated decision to undergo liposuction while on a press trip to Turkey, leaving her and her family in turmoil. What was meant to be a routine procedure has turned into a life-altering ordeal, with serious consequences for both Bethany's health and the financial well-being of the Platt family. Bethany's troubles began after she impulsively decided to undergo a liposuction procedure while visiting a cosmetic surgery clinic. A press trip to Turkey had initially seemed like a professional opportunity, but Bethany opted to get a treatment for herself during the trip. Unfortunately, things took a disastrous turn when complications arose, resulting in an emergency situation that landed Bethany in the hospital. In the most recent scenes, viewers witnessed Bethany wake up from emergency surgery, unaware of the life-changing news that awaited her. Her mother, Sarah Platt, Tana O'Brien, finally made it to her bedside after struggling with a series of setbacks, including passport issues that delayed her arrival. Emotions were running high as Sarah and Daniel Osborne, Rob Mallard, clashed over the situation. Sarah was furious that Daniel, Bethany's boyfriend, had ignored her calls about Bethany's emergency while he was spending time with Daisy Midgley, Charlotte Jordan. Their argument escalated, with Sarah ultimately demanding that Daniel leave the hospital and return to Weatherfield. Once Daniel had left, the focus shifted to Bethany's recovery, and Sarah was forced to break the news that would change her daughter's life forever. Bethany's procedure had caused serious damage to her bowel, necessitating emergency surgery to address the complications. The doctors were able to stabilize her condition, but the price was steep. Bethany had been fitted with a stoma bag. At first, Bethany appeared to take the news in stride, staying calm as Sarah explained the situation. However, her composed facade quickly crumbled when Sarah revealed that the stoma bag would be a permanent part of her life. The full weight of the diagnosis hit Bethany as she realized the enormity of the change she would have to face. The once vibrant and confident young woman was now forced to come to terms with a new reality, one that would forever alter her day-to-day life. As if Bethany's health crisis wasn't enough, the Platt family soon found themselves facing an overwhelming financial burden as well. During a tense phone call back home to Weatherfield, Sarah revealed that Bethany's hospital stay was not covered by her insurance. The reason? Bethany had failed to disclose her plans to undergo liposuction, a costly mistake that now threatened to push the family to the brink of financial ruin. The cost of Bethany's surgery alone was a staggering £15,000, and on top of that, each day she remained in the hospital would incur an additional £2,000. As Sarah relayed the news to her family, the full extent of their financial predicament became clear. With no insurance coverage to fall back on, the Platts were left scrambling to figure out how to cover the mounting costs of Bethany's treatment. For Bethany, the road ahead will be anything but easy. The realization that she will have to live with a stoma bag for the rest of her life has shaken her to the core, and the mental and emotional toll of her diagnosis is sure to weigh heavily on her in the coming weeks. The confident young woman, once so sure of her future, now faces an uncertain and challenging path. How Bethany will cope with her new normal is a question that looms large over her storyline. Will she be able to find the strength to accept and adapt to her new reality? And how will her relationships with those closest to her, particularly with Daniel, be affected by this life-changing development? The financial strain on the Platts is set to create even more drama as they try to find a way to cover the astronomical costs of Bethany's medical care. The family has faced numerous crises over the years, but this latest challenge may push them to their limits, with tensions already running high between Sarah and Daniel, and the looming threat of financial disaster. The Platt family will need to rally together if they hope to navigate this latest storm. Bethany's story is far from over, and as her recovery continues, viewers can expect plenty of emotional moments and tough decisions ahead. How will Bethany cope with her new life, and will the Platts be able to pull through this latest challenge? Fans will have to stay tuned to see how this heartbreaking storyline unfolds.